Hey guys, and welcome to another stream with me, Supernautus, of the Sinking City. Last time round we reached the Oakmont University, where we were trying to track down who it was that poisoned the fish. We think we've worked it out. One of the professors there made some pretty clear suggestions it was him. So we're going to go and find out where he is. We were trying to find his home last time round, and we had some difficulty doing that. So we will work that out as we go along. Probably going to try and play through this game now. Certainly this week at least, and see if we can get to the end of the kind of main storyline, and then from there we can move back across to Kingdom Come and try and play through that. But for now, yeah, let's get on with the Sinking City. We have to find Professor Harriet Doe. And discover who attacked the expedition. I already know. But I don't know if we want to tell him who it was, because the Innsmouth is already not very well liked. As it says there, Oakmont keeps its mouth shut. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. They don't tell you a lot. You have to push them quite hard to find out. Even the ugliest monsters have vulnerable spots. Maybe they do, but in the grips of irrational fear. Do you have time to work out where the weak spot is? That's the question. That is the question indeed. Full of illusions, most of them, including the illusion of safety, can be dispelled. I'd rather not dispel the illusion of safety if I could. Okay, let's get going. So, we were looking, if I remember rightly, for George Cavendish. We know that he stole the poison, and we know, I think, that he poisoned the fish. The question now is, where does he live? Because it says he lives in Advent, which is fine. But where exactly does he live? Can we find out easily? Thinking. So I'm having a look to actually find out where I need to go, because I don't know. And from what it turns out, we need to head to here. The Oakmont City Hall, which will then allow us to search for Cavendish. So let's do that. Looks up that way. Okay. So yeah, obviously we found out a few little things as we were travelling through last time. We found two groups. One group that is trying to feed the sort of poor people, and is giving them, trying to give them, feed them some fish, catch them some nice fish and feed them so that they don't starve. But this other group, whoever they are, I think I've got my suspicions who they are, weren't happy to let them go on. Right, so we need to get on a boat. I think if we go up Evan Street and down Washington Street, maybe we can find what we're looking for. One sec. So yeah, we'll go down this way. And then we'll get to... what's that? Like an armadillo? Or a beaver? Not entirely sure. Some kind of creature, anyway. There's a container we can open. Can't carry any more. There is a boat here. I thought there wasn't a boat here for a moment. As I noticed as well, there's a lot of, like any advertising boards and all this kind of stuff, there's not a lot of difference between them. There's a lot of the very same things. Right, I think we just take a right here and get off. Just get off there. And walk to City Hall. Where apparently we should be able to find out where Cavendish lives. I hope so. So is it this way? Is it this way? That's the question. Yeah, no, to the right. So yeah, Cavendish apparently was poisoning the fish. It's a bit of a mouthful. But he was. So let's go inside. Apparently everyone works at 24 hours a day in this place, I've noticed. There's always somebody there.
Yes, yes, I haven't got all day. What do you want?
What do I want? That's
Just
nice.
wanted to say hi. I'm new in town.
They don't like
Oh,
new people.
how nice for you. If you need to look anything up in our archives, get in line like
Lovely.
everybody else.
Such a nice lady.
Get in line? I'm the only one here. Well, I guess that means I'm first. then.
We caught her in her own,
Just go look up what I
in
need.
her own little.
Don't sass me, young man. Next time there could be a line here, and you'll get no special
Well, okay, but
treatment.
we'll worry about next time.
Bye.
Next time. For now, I'm just going to go in and look at your archives, if that's alright. Crazy lady. Okay, so, the poison thief. So we're looking for citizens after the flood. And by occupation. No? I keep doing that. So citizens after the flood. District. What's the district again for the? I forgot. Reed Heights. No. Oh wait, maybe Advent. Apparently not. Well, he's a citizen. And it's obviously after the flood. Oh wait, or is it? No, no. Let's try citizens' records in Advent. Ah, there we go. George Walter Cavendish. Date of birth, January the 26th, 1883. Born in Oakmont, Massachusetts. And lives in Advent Central, St. Michael's Road, between Carpenter Street and Constitution Street. Flat 2. He's a biology professor who is divorced. A little more information than we needed, but that tells us what we need to know. So he's in Advent between, in St. Michael's Road, between Carpenter Street and Constitution Street. That is all we needed to know. So, let's see. Did I say it was here? St. Michael's Road, between Carpenter and Constitution Street. Yeah, so there somewhere. That's where he is. Let's go look. I should probably check to see if I've got enough ammunition. Seem to have enough all round at the moment. So where would... Oh, wait a minute, let's get this phone booth so we can not have to run back and forward here all the time. So we can use the fast travel. Looks like a nicer area than some of the others. Okay, so which one of these markers is it we need to head to? It's that one. Can we remove that marker? There we go. That's a confusing marker. That would be a confusing marker. Wait, what was that one again? We can take that one away as well, because we know who the poisoner is now. We know. We're sure. Question is, am I going to have to use my gun? Or is he going to talk? Maybe we can...
Find something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
What are you saying? You're not selling anything, are you? Find something you like, and then you won't sell me anything. What's this guy waving at?
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print.
All the news that's fit to print. Cool. I don't have... I probably do have enough to buy a paper, because of course, the currency is bullets. As you'd expect, I suppose. So yeah, we're looking for Cavendish.
All on sale.
Or Cavendish's apartment, at least. Is this the place? So, somewhere here. Somewhere on this little stretch. Must be there, eh? Must be there. Should I take my gun? Here we are, yeah, this is the right place. It says flat 2. That's number 1. Is there any down here before I go upstairs? No. I just don't know. Maybe I should put my gun away just now. So number 2, that's this one here. If you want it, take it. It's free. There's not a baby in it, is there? No. Okay, good.
The door won't budge.
I'm a little concerned about what we're going to find when we open this door. There could be creatures in here. I don't know. Just take a look around before we go in depth. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any monsters. So let's see what we can find. There is a door that's closed. And there was a noise. What was that? There was a noise, but no one around.
This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD's in the center of all of it.
Yeah. He certainly doesn't like the EOD. Going, gone. Body count rises as vanishings continue across Oakmont. Locals are in panic, with most of the reported disappearances occurring in the Shells, Salvation Harbour and Grimhaven Bay. Captain Caleb Lyons of the Oakmont Police has put out a call for information. Evidence suggests a link between these disappearances and the charity organisation EOD, which has recently risen to prominence among the city's poor. Yeah, they're not trying to blame poor people at all. Westerbrook uses lunch by 2:30, get some soap, and I always do at the fish market. She shouldn't learn about me. New hauls of fish arrive every 2 days. An ounce per box will be enough. Guard spends most of his time on the second floor during the night. Think about a way to divert suspicions from Westerbrook. Don't want him to come to any harm. Don't forget to return the flask to storage. And think about Plan B. Did he think about Plan B? Did he get the opportunity to think about Plan B? I'm a little concerned that there was a noise when we went in that room. There doesn't appear to be anything or anyone here.
And judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long
Not
time.
worn his ring in a
Why
long
keep it
time.
around?
Well, presumably because he wishes that his wife hadn't left. I would guess. Okay, so what about this bathroom? Oh, what's this? Got some coil springs and some metal scrap. I've got to go through that door. There's nothing there.
The door won't budge.
Well, the door budged when I did that. Now, what's this? Ah, there we go.
I loved you. I always loved you.
I always loved her. That presumably now means there's something else here. Or not. I guess not. What does that really tell me though? Not a great deal. Oh wait, look.
A lot of fancy dresses.
Fancy
locked away in a
dresses.
dark corner for a long time. I'm starting to smell some deep family trauma here.
Family trauma. Why did you say family drama? I'm not really seeing anything else. But there must be something. There's nothing there. Anything in the bedroom? Hearing something. Do I need to take any pictures? I don't think I do. So what? But we've not found everything in here, so there's obviously something else. Yeah, because otherwise it tells you that you've found everything. No little memory things there. So what exactly are we doing in his apartment? Let's see if there's anything else. Oh wait, what is that? Oh, that's readable. Disturbance in the shells as fighting breaks out between locals and Innsmouthers. The cause of the conflict appeared to be the disappearance of several women, with locals accusing a group of Innsmouthers of the crime. The Oakmont police continue to investigate the vanishings, but as yet the case remains unsolved. Okay, we've got some new Mind Palace clues. Let's see, what have we got? EOD suspected of crimes, and there's that secret place, wasn't there, that secret room that looked like they were using it to torture people, so that makes some sense. And yeah, I would say that the EOD's operations are definitely shady. There's no doubt about that. So yeah, there's definitely something shady about that. Without a doubt. Let's take a look at this again.
I loved you. I always loved you.
Now, you're having one of those... Because whenever you look at those, usually, you get one of those scenes. Ah, here we go. Obviously, I had to look at that newspaper before it would let me do it.
You will never understand our cause. My child is blessed by the
Ah, she gave birth to an Innsmouthers
I'm
child.
leaving you, George.
Ah, that would explain his anger.
George, I can't live like this anymore.
Well, here we go.
There's something I have to tell you.
And what's this last part? Is this last part?
Care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna. I thought the child was mine. Mine!
So what order's that in? Then that's...
Okay, let's see what we have here.
that's the first part, because she hadn't told him yet.
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you.
What was that one again? That was him begging she's leaving, so I would assume this one's the second one.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine.
Yeah, he thought the child was his. And then...
You will never understand our cause.
Yeah.
My child is
Child is
blessed,
blessed by the sea. It
I
would be
believe
pretty
in you,
obvious, you know, if your
George.
child's born with, like, fish-like features, then it
He had a
would
wife
be
he
pretty
hated.
obvious that neither of you are
She
like
had a
that.
baby that was not his, but blessed
It's
by the
probably
sea
not yours.
and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
Yeah. It did. Oh, what's happening? We're losing it. We're freaking out. What? Someone's dumped us in the water. Or have we just woken up from a dream? Oh my goodness. Monsters. And I'm upside down. There's a face. Look out! I'm gonna get eaten. A weird looking guy. Wow.
Who?
That was surprising.
Who are you? What are
There
you
he
doing
is.
here?
Calm down.
Fantastic moustache.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator.
He's been poisoning fish.
Right now, you look like someone.
Yeah, I
who's
probably do look like
breaking
that,
into
yeah.
my house. A burglar. Explain yourself.
I can try. I don't know. Calm down, Anna sent me. He's going to be like... not very happy, probably. Or no, you should explain yourself. See now... Yeah, I'm going to say that.
No, Cavendish. Time for you to do some explaining. Care to tell me why you poisoned the
Yeah,
fish?
why did you
at
poison the
the
fish?
warehouse? And you better not lie to me.
Hmm?
Oh, sorry. Is this making you angry? Yeah, two can play at that game, and believe me, I've got plenty of anger for the both of us.
How
Anger,
dare you?
I'm only going to ask politely once. Then my gun will do the talking.
It's not really going to get us any information, is it? If we shoot him.
Yes, it was me. But I had a good reason to do it.
Yeah.
It all comes back
Everybody
to
thinks they have a good reason to do these things.
Oh, this should be fun. What's your
Yeah,
good
let's hear it.
reason for poisoning innocent people? You know the EOD are feeding the hungry, don't you?
No, that's exactly the problem. They're not doing it out of charity. They do it to spread
Well,
their
isn't that
influence
what
and recruit new
charities
members.
generally
Some
do?
of those initiates,
They give
as call
things
them,
so that
vanish
people will
without a
help
trace.
them and then
And not just them. They
join
kidnap
them,
ordinary
hopefully.
folks, too.
Or at least
Poisoning
give them
the
money
fish
regularly.
like this, how?
Oh, you see, not everyone in this city believes in the EOD yet. They have opposition among the citizens, both
Which
rich and
citizens?
poor. A rumor
What kind of
of
citizens?
these fish being poisonous and several incidents would be enough to undermine the EOD by sparking fear
This
and
sounds
distrust.
awfully...
What's Anna got to do with all this?
Yeah, go on.
As you might have already gleaned, she was my wife.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it all starts to come together now.
Hmm, it does, doesn't it?
Robbed me of her. It all started with the free fish.
Okay, so you poisoned a load of
We were all
people
short on food at the time,
because
and
your
then they
wife
hooked up with
left.
their nonsense about the benevolent
Because your wife
city
had a
and
baby
greater
with somebody
good.
that wasn't you.
I looked past it for some time.
So you're going to poison loads of people.
She became pregnant.
Hmm.
At first,
Not sure.
I was
Not
over
sure
the
I'm
moon.
agreeing with this guy.
But then one day she came to me, the snake, and told me that the child was not mine. She said it was blessed by the sea, that it was demanded by the EOD.
Demanded by the
to
EOD.
take them.
Hmm.
I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't.
Some of the decisions, like the moral decisions, are a little more difficult
There must be another way to deal with the EOD.
in the game because he's done a lot more harm
Obvious. Why don't you just go
than they
with
have.
this?
They're resourceful, those sons of hagfish. They maintain a squeaky clean image, and Kay...
Maybe they maintain a squeaky clean image. No, I'm lying if I say because they're squeaky clean, because I know they're not. A lot of them went down under the sea and trapped some guys, but...
What did she mean?
Then at the same time,
what do you think?
he looks like he wants to do as much harm as possible to make people say, oh, they're bad.
That K-forsaken place has nothing to do with it. It comes from breeding with monsters. These sea creatures they call Deep Ones.
Yeah.
They take our women and they spoil them with their seed.
Then
they give
yeah,
birth
you're starting to sound
fish-faced offspring.
not great there, pal.
So what's your next move?
I was interrupted and couldn't finish my task. The EOD received a fresh haul of fish, but now they're on alert and raised their guard.
What she?
I understand I'm in no position to ask. But after reviewing all the facts I've presented to you, Mr. Reed, would you agree to help me?
Would I agree to help him? Let's ask him this, how he knows this thing about the deep ones or whatever.
Where did you learn all of this? This information about the EOD?
After Anna left, I had nothing. But I did have a lot of time to research Innsmouthers, the EOD, and the story behind them. It is an old and powerful organization.
Is it?
They appeared back in the mid-19th century in Innsmouth, and the first people with the Innsmouth syndrome started showing up around that same time.
Okay.
Perhaps not coincidentally.
Well, probably not coincidentally, no. I mean, it kind of scans, doesn't it? That if they appeared and suddenly people that looked like them started being born, then maybe, maybe they had something to do with it. Does he? See, because what he's going to ask me to do is he's going to ask me to endanger more people. But maybe the EOD are dangerous and... Or maybe they're not. Nah, you know what, I'm not taking his side. I just don't feel right about him as a person. So, nah.
You're a madman, Cavendish.
Not gonna happen. Let's get rid of this guy.
Innocent people suffer and die just to get revenge on your ex-wife. Oh, this madness has to stop. And I'm gonna put an end to it right now.
Oh, no. You don't understand.
Oh, I understand fully. There you go, mate. One hit, eh? Not so good. He's dead immediately after I whacked him once. It's not, maybe not that surprising, to be honest. Okay, so we've got rid of him. Is she going to be happy about me killing her ex-husband, do you think? Too late to care now. Let's just see. No? Oh, okay. The poisoning was a sabotage. Oh, there we go. So Cavendish poisoned fish to undermine their charitable operations. George Cavendish became desperate after the EOD robbed him of his wife. He's a dangerous psychopath who won't hesitate to kill innocents to achieve his goals. Now, he was determined to save others from the same fate. Well, he doesn't have to worry about that now, so it's fine. He's a dangerous psychopath. Well, he was, because he was quite happy to harm other people in order to get what he wanted. So yeah, I would say that's correct. Some other people might not. But that's the beauty of this sort of thing, isn't it? You get to decide. You get to use your own moral compass. Well, I am still getting some other details. The guard's afraid of Anna. Oh, that actually counts. Okay, Anna Cavendish is a zealous servant of EOD and she'll follow any instruction without hesitation. I don't know where we got there from that, but fair enough. Oh, and we've got another. Cavendish is covering up the EOD's shady ambition to take over the city. honest charity work for the people of Oakmont on behalf of EOD. She might be perfectly honest in what she's doing. She might not fully know what's going on. She probably does. What do I think? I reckon she's honest in herself, from what we know of her. So then, I have to help Anna Cavendish deal with the poisoner and help save the city from starvation. Well, we already helped her deal with the poisoner, didn't we? He is no longer going to be a problem. Now, let's just remove that mission marker now. We do not need that anymore, but we do need to go down to the fish market. Do you know, I'm just gonna... Yeah, we do need to go to the fish market. Like that. Okay, so we'll just use the fast travel option to get there, I think. Where is it again? Where is it? It's all the way up there. What was that place again? Oh, that's the university library. Lovely. Let's take a left up here and head up to that phone booth. Everywhere you go, the city is just falling apart. Or rocks have sprouted up out of nowhere. Does that... Well, I suppose it's not sprouted up out of nowhere. They've obviously just built around it. I wonder what the significance of this rock is. Or that statue. What's the time? It's 3 o'clock. And a diner you can't go into. Flags. People just kind of walk around, they don't really want to talk to me. Which is fine, because I don't really want to talk to a lot of them. They're... What are you up to, mate? You alright? No? Guess not. She's waiting for somebody. Maybe. What are you reading? Anything interesting? Can't really see. What does that say? Underwater treasures! Yeah. And the treasures are underwater. Okay, so let's head over to that fish market and let's just speak to Anna. I mean, the thing is, obviously, I've decided to kind of take her side in that. You obviously don't have to do that. But, you know, I mean, I feel like what he described what they were doing as, oh, they're doing these charitable things so they can gain followers. Wasn't that kind of the idea of charity? You know, isn't that kind of the idea? But maybe he's got a group that wants to do something else. I'm not sure. I mean, I think probably he was operating on his own, to be honest. Let's chat to Anna.
As much as you need. It won't cost you
Is it poisoned, or have you managed to sort that out?
Enough for everyone. Fish? Fresh fish?
I found the poisoner and dealt with him.
There you go.
He won't be bothering you anymore.
See, bless you, Charlie. That's great news. Who was it?
You're not gonna like it.
Now that's the interesting part.
Well, maybe she is. I
It was
don't
your
know.
ex-husband, George Cavendish.
Oh. Well, that son of a rotten shark finally got what was coming to him. Good riddance. Still, it's strange. I never thought he'd have the guts to do something like this.
He was always a pushover. Well, I think probably the way you
You're taking this remarkably well.
the way you left him
Found out her ex-husband
changed him a
was
little.
poisoner.
He's nobody to me. The EOD is my family now. We serve a higher purpose than he could
Oh no.
ever grasp. My life finally has meaning.
Mm.
You've done us both a huge favor by releasing.
You know when sometimes you feel like
the
maybe
burden
you
of his
suddenly you've made the
miserable
wrong decision.
existence. Well done,
Ah,
Charlie.
nothing I can do about it now.
All right. No more messing around. Get me in
Grand
touch with
Poobah.
Grand Poobah or whoever's in charge. Now.
Easy there, Charlie. I'm a woman of my word. Go to the basement of the fish market. It's nearby. You'll find
Yeah,
an
it should be,
inn's
'cause
mouth
we're in the
there
fish
by the
market.
name of Maurice.
Maurice.
Tell him I've sent you. You'll get your answers.
About time.
Okay, where's Maurice then? Who's this guy?
You want a fishy?
Do I want a fishy? No thanks. Not right now. I'll leave it for the people who... Down here? This would appear to be the basement. Do you know what though? I don't trust this, so I'm gonna get my gun ready. And I could do with a light. If you don't mind. Just reload. What have we got here? Just an empty room. What have we here? Another empty room. Hope if I actually looted that properly. We've got some 12 gauge shells, which is great. We don't have a shotgun, but you know, at least we've got some rounds for it. I don't see anything else here. We've got some boxes there. And some barrels there. Okay, nobody's here. Well, hopefully nobody's here. Wait, what? Oh, there's people. Oh no, I'm being shot at and I'm being swiped at and I'm just being attacked in general. Just die. They died pretty quickly, didn't they? See you later, guys. They got the jump on me, but they weren't quick enough. So what was this? We got a note. To Maurice. Kill him. Is that supposed to be me? Doesn't look like me. Okay, where was that letter? To Maurice. One sec. I'm not seeing the letter. No, was that it? Oh wait, the note was that... The note was that picture, wasn't it? The one that told them to kill me. That's what it was. All these eyes looking at us. They've obviously sacrificed or killed something there. I don't know what, but... There's actually not really anything in here, is there? It's pretty much an empty room. What can we see with our mind's eye? Sometimes, you know, secret doors and things. There's definitely something untoward been going on down here. Well, there's not really anything we can do here. So I guess we may as well leave. I wonder if she trapped us.
Hey, Mr. Reed.
Do I
Oh,
know
hey.
you, buddy?
Not yet, but I know you. I also know you're looking for a particular lady. My name's Fred.
Hey,
You're
Fred.
looking for Professor Lowe, ain't that right? The scientist that ordered kidnapping.
I am looking for
I
her,
think we can
yeah.
help each other.
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Slow down, buddy. Helping each other is not the same as let me just tell you everything.
Well, it can be.
Nothing's for free in this city, is it? Figures. Alright. Shoot.
You won't regret it. You've seen
I won't
some of the
regret
city
it,
now,
will I?
Am I right? You've in England what's coming?
I've seen some of it, yeah.
Of the order and the city before it hits. Trouble is, it's much easier to get into the order than to leave. Give the
Just
slightest
one moment.
hint. You've signed your death warrant. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that's not an easy thing these days, my friend.
I've no idea how to help you with that.
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city, smugglers, who know what to do.
Just dealing with some background noise.
That's how you can help. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad
Hopefully.
every week talking about Salvation Harbor. Maybe start there.
Start at Salvation Harbor. Tell me
This
about the
is
order.
you mentioned.
Yeah. You don't know, do you? EOD. It really stands for the Esoteric Order of Dagon.
Dagon.
Ah, I knew it didn't
Whole being
stand
from the
for what they
depths of
said
the
it
sea.
did.
In books, they show
makes
him as a
sense.
monstrous amphibian. The
Does
infidels
now.
worship him as a god. And of course, they make sacrifices to him. In blood.
Mm-hmm. We've definitely made a mistake. Or have we?
Alright, fine. I'll look into it. But your lead on the professor had better be worth it.
I know where they've got her. I can get you there. You just find me a way out fast.
Find your way out.
Too dead to be
I just
any
jump
use
in a
to
boat and go. That can't be as easy as that, can it? It can't be. Okay, so we need to go and report to Throgmorton to tell him what we know. Who's around? What's going on? Any more of these guys going to attack us for no reason? Okay, well actually, let's just drive to it. Yeah, drive our boat to where Throgmorton is. Throgmorton's house is up here. Just there. So we can get a boat just here. Head on to Freedom Avenue. Yeah, that pretty much takes us right there. So we want to go straight in the boat, take a left, and get off on the first right. At least there's a boat here. Sometimes there isn't. It's like an unexploded mine. I know it isn't. But we go and take the first right. Nice day for it. Wherever it is. Now. Is that dynamite strapped in? C4? I don't think it is, but... Guys just walking around the streets with C4 strapped to them. Straight up Freedom Avenue onto Goldbridge Road. Some Something flashing in our casebook. What is it? Is it the Esoteric Order of Dagon? Benjamin Miller, check in the Bank of Oakmont. Live somewhere in Advent. We've got to find that guy. Oh wait, no, that's not what I'm looking for. These are these books that we could find at some point. But right now we're wanting to deal with the main investigation. I need to report my findings about the AD and Harriet Doe to Robert Throgmorton in his manor. Carry on. Carry on along this way. Collapsed roof. Basically all the cars are left lying around because there's nowhere they can go in them. They could maybe drive a block. Is his hat glued to his head and he can't get it off? Maybe he's suffering from a headache, but it just looks like he can't get his hat off. Got me to help? No? If I smack him over the head with my weapon, he'll... that didn't sound bad at all. Then I'll just get attacked by everyone in the street, so I'd rather not do that. Have I gone too far? Nope. Still nowhere near where I need to turn up. You better check your hat's not glued to your head. That guy had his hat glued to his head back there. Do you take requests? Probably not. Yeah, just a lot of things fallen to ruin, even in the areas, even in the good areas, you know, everything's just completely fallen to complete disarray. What is that there? A weird slug? Anyone got any salt? That's just it's a giant slug. Kill it with fire. Throgmorton's manor is basically just there. So let's go talk to this, I was going to say gentleman, but I don't really know if that's what we want to call him. So I'm not sure that he is. Let's see where he is and see what we can talk to him about. Now, I've got some choices. He wants to know who did it. Where is he? That's not him. This is his son, his body. Okay, so not everyone in his family looks like... Are they picking their noses? They're putting things in their noses? Are they eating him? Very strange. Where's Throgmorton? There he is. In his stylish white suit. Okay. I know who kidnapped Professor Doe.
Behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they seem to have agents everywhere. Even the
They certainly do.
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD. The den of those filthy imps.
Didn't really have much choice there, did I?
Tear it to the ground.
Yeah, EOD and the Innsmouthers aren't the same. I think that's...
Actually, most of the EOD members I met were locals.
Yeah.
And for what it's worth, the only Innsmouth
Not very many
was a nice
Innsmouthers.
guy. You ought to examine your prejudices.
Are you calling me a bigot, Reed?
Yeah, I mean, you specifically... You specifically dislike and attack Innsmouthers and nobody else. So yeah, potentially yes. But I don't know if I want to tell him that directly.
Robert, listen. Something needs to change. You holding a grudge against Innsmouth...
Because all he's going to do is tell me to get lost.
Better for anyone. Those who fan the flames of hatred always end up burnt in the end.
They killed my son for case.
No.
I know.
No. Some of
What
them
did you
did.
do to prevent it? You made yourself their enemy instead of helping them. What did you
It's not
expect
really
would happen?
surprising
You chose to brand them newcomers.
that they didn't want to talk to you.
To suffer just like you did with me. The only difference is that I'm useful to you. No wonder desperate Innsmouthers would seek refuge from a radical organization like the EOD. They had nowhere else to turn.
It's true.
Shall
The
think
person who's in charge of the town does absolutely nothing to help anybody apart from himself, really.
Back to business. I'll continue my search for Professor Doe. I have a promising lead.
Is it promising, though?
Anything else to tell me?
your task remains the same. Find Harriet and bring her back. You say
Okay, well that's easy enough.
an entire
Is it?
organization.
Who knows?
I have something for you that might help our cause should things take a turn.
Oh yeah, please. Anything else that you can give me to help would be great. Oh, we got that shotgun. That should be fun. Until we have like... Oh, we got 7. Let's just load it. Oh, we've got like no health left. That fight obviously took a bit more out of us than we expected. One sec. So now we have to try and help Fred find a way out. So yeah, we just need to head to the newspaper, I think, to see if we can find these ads. I think that's probably the best first option to take. That's the newspaper. Right there. I'm going to use the fast travel again, just because. Just because. It's not actually that far, but it wouldn't take very long to travel to there at all. But I'm just lazy. Shh, don't tell anyone. Okay, so we need to find a way to get Fred out of the city. I mean, we could shoot him, that'd get him out of the city, wouldn't it? Maybe we shouldn't, though. Maybe we should be a little more careful. Okay, so let's head to the newspaper, and from the newspaper... that street's blocked, so we need to go up that way instead. From the newspaper we should be able to look for these ads. These incriminating ads about smugglers. Newspaper office. The Oakmont Chronicle. A lot of newspapers sitting there next to this truck that they can't really use. Afternoon. So yeah, let's check through their archives. Now I'm thinking what we need to do is, well, anything after the flood, because the smugglers obviously were getting people out of the city and they didn't really need to before the flood. So that kind of makes sense. We're looking for advertisements for Salvation Harbour, he said. Oh wait. No, that is it, yeah. Oh. So the time's come to send Toothless Bob on his final journey. This time to the Seven Oaks Bar at the crossroad of Camshore Street and Salvation Road in Western Salvation Harbour. So okay. That's where we gotta go. Now the great thing You know, the one thing I do like in this game is that it has sort of customizable markers. So Salvation Harbour. Where did it say? Intersection of Camshore Street and Salvation Road. I quite like the way it asks you to do things. Alright, so obviously that's where we need to go. You know, there's some glitchy bits here and there, but like no fast travel for us today. Although maybe I'll travel there first. No, do you know what? It's not that far. I may as well just walk. It's there, and then there. That's a long way. So let's just get on our way. Are the smugglers going to be happy to see me? Probably depends whether I've got anything to offer them. Hey, if I'm paying them to get a guy out of the city, they should be happy. Better to go left or straight ahead? Well, if I go straight ahead, I have to get out. Whereas if I go left and then right, we can actually get quite far into there before we have to walk. Okay, so let's go down there. That'll save us a bit of time. Plus, we don't tend to get attacked when we're on a boat, so that's a bonus. At least not yet. That could change at some point in the future, of course. Is it that way we want to go? Yeah, we can follow that place pretty much. Let's see. Continue on, really what we want is to hit the second left. After we pass this fork, take the second left. Is that a dead whale? Yeah. As long as that doesn't come back to life and start attacking us or something. Scary. Oh. We're going fishing. I don't think they're going to like what they catch in there. Maybe they're used to whatever's in there. Oh yeah, because that's the fork, isn't it? Yeah, that's the fork. So we want to take the second left once we're on track. Can we not like float on a chair? Could we like get some oars and like use one of those chairs? Suspicious man on a boat sneezing. Maybe we can't get picked up by one of these guys. Yeah, so not this one, but the one after it. Come on, guys. Move on. Beep beep. Hogging the road. So yeah, next left, and then straight on, I think, wasn't it? No, not there. Fog obviously makes it relatively featureless. I mean, there's a few things we can see. Floating signs. And the fish biting okay today? Caught anything? He doesn't care. He's just doing it because he's got nothing better to do with his time. Okay, so now we want to turn right and then take the right hand fork there. What's that? Who knows what that is? Mattress, maybe? So look for fork and we take. Or is it the middle? I suppose it's the middle really, because there is a route that goes further up. There we go. Okay, so we want to go that way. Yeah, there we are. See, the marker is straight ahead of us. Straight in front of us. Merrily, merrily, merrily. Or a nightmare if you're here. Yes, there we go. Pretty much straight ahead now. What's that? A shark? Just for a moment there, because of we walked over it, I thought its eye was moving. Caught a shark. One of those guys with the explosive strapped to him again. Who's this guy? Who are you? What's your story? Burn my eyes clean. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so straight ahead. Should be straight ahead. Not going to burn my eyes clean. Fresh fish. They don't look very fresh. Is that a turtle? No, that's not a turtle. Maybe it is. Good for soup. Is that a good technique? Oh, we've got another fast travel point to unlock. So we'll do that. So now this guy, these smugglers are at the bar. At this junction, that's what he said. Just find myself. Seven Oaks Bar in Western Salvation Harbour at the intersection of Camshore Road and Salvation Road. That's Camshore Street. Oh yeah, no, Camshore Street, yeah. So where's this bar? Is that it? Could do with a sign, guys. Sign would be nice. Is that over there? Looks like quite a large place. That looks like it's got tables and chairs outside. Yeah, here we are, the Seven Oaks. But we can't get in. It's closed. Oh no, we can get in that door there because there's a mark on it. So, who can we talk to? Hey, buddy.
A little bird told me there are people in Oakmont who can help me leave town.
Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe.
What makes you think I know anything?
Yeah, I came for Toothless Bob's wake.
It was Bob here.
That may be true, but I don't know you from Adam. Prove you ain't some gumshoe.
Well, that might be hard to prove because I am. I worked for Throgmorton. Don't think that's the thing to tell him, is it?
Actions speak louder than words. Maybe I can prove myself by helping you out.
What are we doing?
Solving problems is my specialty.
But we don't want to tell him that we're working for Throgmorton because he's definitely not going to help us then.
I expected a package to be delivered ages ago, but the courier
package?
hasn't shown. Find out what's taken him so long. Here's
Well, he's
the
probably
address.
dead, isn't he?
Got it.
I mean,
One more thing. If you don't find
you know.
it, bring the package back, will ya? It's a crate full of the water of life.
Oh, whiskey.
Catch my drift.
Must be whiskey.
Bye.
So we have to find a courier and we've absolutely no idea where he is. So how are we going to find this courier? He didn't tell us anything about the courier, did he? Like where he was supposed to be going. Oh no, here we go. Courier went missing after visiting a house on Levi Coffin Avenue, not far from the crossroad with Marsh Avenue, in western Grimhaven Bay. Also told me to fetch a crate containing the water of life from the house if I have time. House on Levi Coffin Avenue, not far from the crossroad with Marsh, in Grimhaven Bay. And that was in, yeah, as it says, Grimhaven Bay. There we go. Okay, so the great thing is we can set these, obviously, these pointers, and this says Western Grimhaven Bay, Levi Coffin Avenue, not far from the crossroad. There's Levi Coffin Avenue. Not far from the crossroad with Marsh Avenue. So Marsh Avenue's there. West Grimhaven Bay, leave a Coffin Avenue. Not far from the crossroads, so it could be up there, could be down there. Hard to say. But we'll mark it there and see what we manage to do. We'll take the boat. It's the quickest way, just go straight down there. Okay, need to go out. Doors up there. So, new plan, it would appear. Find the courier. No doubt we're going to have to fight some creatures down here. We've managed to escape that for a little while. Apart from that fight with those 3 guys. Who I didn't think had done me much harm, but as it turned out, did almost kill me. Just as well I noticed that before I got into any real fights. Okay, so there. Follow it round. Take a right there. Left onto Octopus Avenue. If you say so. The motor doesn't look great on there. What's that place? Ah, it's a hole in the wall. That's never a good sign. We might get stuck, but we're okay. What are you looking for? I think you've lost it, buddy. I think you've lost what you're looking for. It's right at the bottom of this water. Torch ain't gonna help you there. Take a right. More fishermen. Standing still like statues. What's that? I thought that was a person hanging up there for a minute. But it's a massive fish. It almost had human proportions. So this is Octopus Avenue. Another place you can go into. A few little places all around us. Off we go into the unknown, as if it's the most normal thing in the world. Which not, you know, if you came to a place like this and there was all these weird creatures attacking you all the time and there was all sorts of other horrible stuff, would you not just go, you know what, it's not worth the money, see you later guys. You deal with this. So, oh, it's an he lives in an infested area? God damn it. What have I got there? Got a shotgun. Don't like this. Means we're going to get attacked by something. Don't know where, don't know when. Maybe we're not in the... Oh no, yes we are. What in the world was that? Like something just spat out its own lungs. Maybe it did. Come on then. What are you waiting for? Ah, that's not good. That did not kill them either. Oh no. Oh my goodness. We are in some serious trouble. Get up on there, get up on there! Oh, are you kidding? Oh my goodness, we're surrounded by a lot of very nasty creatures. And no way out, apparently. We're suffering. We've actually not taken that much damage, all things considered. Don't have very many shotgun shells left. Oh my. We've made a serious mistake. A serious error of judgment. Absolutely no way to get out of here. Oh no, there we are. And out we come. Anyone want to fight me still? Killed that one. Is that whole street where he lives infested? Maybe we need to go up the other side. Looked like it was. That was, we got surrounded by quite a lot of creatures there. But we managed to come out of it alive. I want to see if there's another way to get to this road without going into there. And it looks like we're out of luck in that respect. So that is an infested area too. That's the place we tried to get out from before. As soon as we go in there, we're going to get attacked. Just want to see if there's any other way to go there before. Because I don't think we're going to survive long enough. Oh, I'll try going up Maple Lane and down. Because if I don't have to get attacked by a million creatures, I'd rather that. You're doing lurking in an alleyway. Evening. Nice night for it. Okay, so we're going to try going down this way first. Seems unlikely. Well, I suppose it doesn't seem entirely unlikely that he had to go in a house there. What are those things? Okay, so apparently somewhere down this road is where we're looking. Don't see anything obvious, but let's just walk down. Seen a courier anywhere? Who's this? Is this person alive? Yeah, he is. No bodies lying around there. That house is not enterable. I mean, it seems unlikely. Aha. There's a house. We're gonna go in with our gun ready and our light on. Who's here? This is the courier's final destination. What was it that made it his final destination? Got some 38 rounds. Probably something in the basement. Let's go upstairs first. Oh no, we can't. Let's board it up. If I smash this, then any creatures in the basement are going to be coming straight for us. There's definitely noise. Ah, there's definitely something in here. Where is it? I'm hearing it. Where is it? There you are. Ah, you damn thing. You're always jumping. Oh, the melee attack doesn't really work. Oh, there's two of them. There's three. Die! You pesky thing. Dead. They're not the easiest things to target. Every time you think you've got them targeted, they duck away. I think we've just run out of ammo. Take this. What about the shotgun? Can you stop that? Ah! Yes, it can. What? At last. That took far longer than it needed to and wasted far more ammo than it needed to. We got a foot trap. Good. I guess. What's that? Money. Can't carry any more of whatever it is. Actually, we should see about crafting some more ammo while we're here. There we go. That sounds fair to me. Okay, I can still hear something moving around. I'll use that gun. Okay, well it looks like he didn't come upstairs. It should have been obvious given that it was boarded up. I don't trust anything in here now. I shouldn't have trusted anything in here when I walked in. Cash register. Till. Okay, there's noise still. I can still hear noises. So there's probably something in the basement. Like, well, I don't know what. Here I am. Come and get me. What is that over there? There's something here. I can hear it. Come on, stop hiding.
Left by something heavy with wheels.
Yeah, some sort of cart. They're carting around bottles of whiskey or whatever. They're obviously going to need to wheel it around. Some gunpowder shell casings and metal scrap. Nothing there. So, wherever this noise is coming from, it's something over here. What do we have here? Gasoline. And nothing there. Well, why do we need to know about that?
Empty, but reeks of gasoline.
Well, oddly enough, it's a gasoline can, so... Did you think it was going to smell of strawberries? What in the world? Is this the courier?
I've seen ashes like this before. Well, that's one way to get rid of a corpse.
The light's just faded. Something's here. I've been saying that the whole time. And we've not been attacked by anything yet. Weird. Do you think that's destroyable? Apparently not. And our light's kind of flickering off and on. Where is this thing? What's that?
The blood's almost dry.
Blood's almost dry, yeah. Do you know what? Switch up to our shotgun. Just because I get the feeling this might be something bigger than the other things we just had. Come on. Make yourself known. Maybe there's nothing. Doesn't sound like nothing. There's nothing in here. There's a body down there, but... Oh wait, but... There is something here. I can hear it. Unless there was something we missed upstairs. Thought I saw something moving there for a moment. And where's these bottles? This crate that we need. I'm assuming that dead guy was the courier. I shouldn't have my gun out, I'll end up getting really... a very itchy trigger finger. There's nothing here. Just random noises every now and again. But this is definitely where the courier came. Whatever, show yourself. These creatures that... running scared, are they? Maybe... we gotta go back down. There has to be something here. Did not expect to see a dead guy there. The noise got louder there. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? Oh, look. Whatever it is going to be behind here. Go on. That was kind of a waste of shotgun shells, to be honest. If I'd known it was just one of them, I wouldn't have bothered. Okay. That, I guess, is the whiskey crate we were looking for. Something tells me we're going to have a fight to get out of here. What's that? Well, that's interesting. Got one of these to look at. But I suppose we do want to find out what happened to that courier.
Whose idea was it to hide the crates in such a stupid way?
I don't know. Whose idea was it? You tell me.
No mercy, boys. He's been asking for this.
Who's that? Never seen anyone so far in the game in a wheelchair.
Get rid of him. Leave nothing but ashes. Understood?
So, I would say that happened before that, because he's alive there. He's getting burnt to ashes there. The question is that the courier? I think it is. Oh wait, there's another one.
You're done, kid. Someone talks to the cops behind my back. Their
Okay.
history. Get him, boys.
Time to figure this out.
So those three are pretty much directly in order. But he wasn't there when they came down the stairs. So I would say he was trying to get into the
Whose
crates.
idea was it to hide the crates in such a stupid way?
These guys came down and caught him at it.
Someone talks to the cops behind my back. Their history.
They give him
No
a bit of a
mercy,
knock
boys.
around,
He's been asking for this.
and then they killed him.
Get rid of him. Leave nothing but ashes. Understood?
Is that right?
Someone
Yeah.
was looking for a crate here.
Flashes red if you get it wrong, so...
The crew that did it were headed up by a guy in a wheelchair.
Guy in a wheelchair. Oh, we've got some a knowledge point, so we can level up slightly. We've got 2, in fact. I feel like we need to really level up our combat proficiencies. High proficiency with a battle rifle. I don't have a battle rifle, so maybe a little early to get that. Same with the submachine gun. Load 2 additional shells into the shotgun. That's going to help quite a bit with not having to reload as quickly. Clean the streets with a wider spread. A wider spread would be good against those little creatures, but I don't want to waste all of my points on combat only. Carry 7 more pistol rounds. When close to death, slowly regenerate a limited amount of health for one last fighting chance, or the mind ones, which I am interested in. And double the quest reward items earned. Carry up to 25 pieces of any crafting. We probably should do that because we're always full. Can remain sane for longer. That's a good thing as well, though. And gain more experience from all sources. I'm going to do that just because we're constantly coming across crates that we can't take stuff out of. Still hearing stuff whispering. There we go, so now we can have 4 rounds in our shotgun. Any more of these monsters around? Looks like we're okay. Let's get back to the bar. Can I put the shotgun away? Apparently not. Who's that? You look happy. Or not. Yeah, so we didn't need to go through the infested area. I mean, we could have done it. We could do it. It wouldn't have hurt, but... So, where did we need to get to? We needed to get to that bar. We can delete that marker now because we already know where it is. I guess if we jump on that boat, take a left, right down to... That's actually quite annoying. There's no direct route. Well, there probably is if we go right over the top. We're going to head down this way. Use the fast travel to get back to the bar. We did a bit of investigating there. It's daytime now as well, it's not dark anymore. What are you doing? Cheer up, might never happen. Probably already has. Not in this place. What are you doing? Nice pink hat there, mate. How you getting on? No? Okay. Doesn't want to talk to us. What did they have a tractor in the middle of a city for? Oh, why not? Why not? What are you up to? Please. Get away. These are these weird things. They look like cats, but they've got like weird prongs sticking out of their faces. Or do they look like... I don't know what they look like, to be honest. It's cats that have mated with fish, prawns, I don't know. Seems odd, but you know, I'll allow it. Oh wait, no. Like I have any choice. So we can get back to the bar now and tell him that the courier got the flesh burnt off his bones. But I got him some whiskey, so he'll be happy. Yeah, we've got a crate of whiskey in our jacket there. We managed to pack it in nicely so no one can see the crate. Maybe he drank it all and he's gonna, like, spit it back into bottles when he gets there. No, probably not. Probably not. You never know, he might, but probably not. I'm gonna go with probably not. So yeah, we found the courier. He was dead. Unfortunately. The good news is we got his package for him. Let's go. Where's that bar again? No. I seem to have a real problem finding this bar every time I go to it. It's there. I wonder how they got that up there. I guess with a crane. Obviously, really. Alright, buddy, I got your whiskey. Now you can let these people drink again.
Well, I found your courier. I hate to break it to you, but he's dead. Someone didn't like him talking to the cops.
I don't hate to break it to him.
They made
He
him
wanted to know.
savage.
Oh, okay, I'm dead. He might think I was in on it.
He?
Who?
Who's he?
The boss.
Was that his name? Just the boss? Can I help somehow? Do I really want to do more jobs for him?
Is there anything
why
I can
not?
do to help?
Nay, I'll handle it.
Oh, that's
Take
good.
my
I
advice.
didn't want to do any
The
more
boss
jobs.
is the only man who can arrange a bon voyage. Don't do anything to make him unhappy.
Don't do anything to
There,
make
on
him happy.
newcomer. Here's the note with your instructions. Beyond that, you're on your own.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Here's
And
your
also,
water
there's your
away.
whiskey.
Shh, keep it down, pal. Not too shabby, newcomer. You deserve a reward for this.
I do. Give me one.
Bye.
So we got a new clue. A whiskey crate. No, wait, did we not just give that? Did you just give me the whiskey back? Or did you just give me the crate? Anyway, we got some new Mind Palace clues. Well, only one, though, so there's nothing we can kind of decide from it. Alley on Windmill Avenue, between Octopus Avenue and Skipper Road. We were just there a little while ago. Southern Salvation Harbour. Question, what does one do with a dog? The dog is rabid, so it must be killed. I mean, that's not exactly what you do with a dog. It depends. So yeah. Let's get our map out. Octopus Avenue, sorry, was there. But it's in Salvation Harbour, so there. What are we looking for? Southern Salvation Harbour, an alley on Windmill Avenue. Windmill Avenue's there. Between Octopus Avenue and Skipper Road, but there's not much of an area that could be in, is there? It has to be somewhere there. Okay, well, let's grab that boat. See what we can find out. Maybe the smugglers won't want me to, if I go and find the smugglers, they might burn me alive too. Melt the flesh off my bones. Hopefully not. I prefer that not to happen. It's definitely a preferable way to live. With flesh on our bones. Oh, we can take that one off because that was the one we just did for the bartender. So yeah, down here is where we want to go. I don't suppose we'd live for very long without the flesh in our bones though, so there's that at least. That's where we want to go. The great thing is the boats, they bring themselves back to where you were. Obviously not. Okay, so we want to get down there, so we want to carry on across, turn right, and then take a left. Perfect. Hey guys, thanks for joining me. So yeah, we need to head down here, onto Octopus Avenue down there. Is that the road we need to go down? No, it's the next one. Reverse, reverse. Vote for the Cyclops 2. I wonder what happened to the first one. And we'll take the next right. I hope the smugglers are here. I don't have to fight more of those creatures. The fight was quite frustrating, to be honest. This is the way. We do know the way. Somewhere on this road is the smuggler's den or meeting point or whatever. That's what it said. Southern Salvation Harbour, an alley on Windmill Avenue there. An alley. That's an alley. But we can't get anywhere down it. Maybe we can. No, we can't. That was an alley though. Is there another one? No, oh, maybe here. That's probably it. We got some
Hey,
guys.
fella. What do you do when you see a dog? Pet
He
it?
looks like he's half dead.
Kick it away.
He's lost all his blood.
I'd kill it, because the dog's rabid.
That's the
Right
answer.
you are. You're a new one, huh? Comodos.
Sure thing.
Just take me to your boss.
I don't think there was any reason to be angry with them. They're just doing their job. What's going to happen, I wonder? Let's see where these smugglers take us, see what we can find out. Well, the good news is they didn't try and kill us.
Who are you, and what the drock do you want? And let's be quick about it, kid. I don't have the whole damn day.
Why, what have you got? What have you got to do for the day?
I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Heard you can help with, certain things.
So you want a favor from me, Mr. Reed?
I just want you to get a guy out of the city, that's all.
I want to smuggle a man out of the city.
It's nice and easy, no
A lot of
problem.
people want to leave Oakmont, kid. Few ever succeed.
Well, hopefully.
Won't be easy. And, like everything in life that's worthwhile, it won't be cheap.
So, what's it gonna cost me?
Normally, I wouldn't do drock for a newcomer.
Doesn't like
You're doing
newcomers.
business with that old ape lover, Throgmorton. I think that's interesting.
I don't think he...
That tells me you're worth
No,
something.
just no, never mind.
Now, I have a job needs doing, but it needs to stay between the two of us.
Don't they all? They've always got jobs. What do I need to do?
Guess I have no choice. So, what do I need to do?
First things first.
Not like pat my stomach and rub my head at the same time.
Rightful
And,
head of the Carpenter family. Second thing.
or rub my
Someone
stomach
tried
and
to
pat my head
kill
at the same time even.
You're not asking me to track them down and kill them.
I'd rather not kill them
No,
if
kid.
I can help it.
I've got hatchet men if I need them. And I don't want to kill them anyway. I just want to know who was gunning for me and why. Yeah, I know how it sounds. But after I almost died, I realized that being a hard case...
Do we believe him
isn't
that he
the
wants to
only
try and do
option.
things differently?
I want to try to do things differently.
I wasn't expecting mercy from a crime boss. So, what's the catch?
It's not a trick, kid. I couldn't give a damn what you think about me.
Good.
When you're at death's door, it makes you reassess your priorities.
So you just want me to find out, you don't want me to
How did this all happen?
do anything to
I
him.
woke up in the crematorium inside a rolled-up carpet.
Wow.
I had this tag on my toe like some cadaver. And I was covered in this weird rancid
They got you
smell.
that far and
I
they didn't
managed
finish
to
the
get
job?
myself out of there. But what I saw once I got home made me think I had a screw loose.
And
What did you see?
what did you see?
Me, kid. Some palooka
What?
wearing my face and walking out my front door like all was well
It's like
with the
some
world. So I decided to
Ed
get out
Gein madness, is it?
and hole up here. Gathered a small company and pulled myself together.
Only they didn't cut his face off.
What was your
What do you
last
remember?
memory before the crematorium?
I can remember clearly a dinner I had a week before the incident. After that,
So what? You had dinner and then you went...
I remember writing
Off
something
for a
in
week.
my diary. I don't recall what, except it was important. Those notes
you not
could
read
tell
it
us how
back
it all
since?
started.
And I suppose that diary's still in your manor.
Exactly, kid. In a strong box in my room. You have my permission to crack it if it's necessary. I'll write you the address.
Good, I'll probably end up cracking it, yeah.
You must have tried to do something about this imposter already.
Of course I did, kid. I wouldn't be asking for your help if this was just a walk in the park. My people said they killed that other me. It didn't change a thing.
So there's more than one
Guess
other
they got
him?
the wrong guy.
Well, maybe.
Any thoughts on who'd want to do this to you?
Well, probably not, because...
Must be someone close to me, so I can't trust anyone. I haven't even contacted my son Graham. Normally I'd get him to solve this.
Oh, Graham solves
I'm
it, does he?
vulnerable now. I can't risk exposing myself.
You definitely shouldn't be
Another good
exposing
reason to
yourself.
bring in
That's
an
always bad.
independent contractor.
So where would I find the city's crematorium?
Yeah, where's that?
Ah, of course you don't know. You're a newcomer after all. Here's the
I
address.
am. So now we have a crematorium on our map. That's great. Well, that's a good
Appears
question.
you're
Why does he
quite
use a
capable
wheelchair?
of standing without aid. So why the wheelchair?
Does your curiosity always beat out your courtesy? I'll tell you if it makes you happy. I'm old.
I mean, it doesn't put me up or down.
Some days I feel tired. This wheelchair, unlike many people, has never crossed me. So I know I can count on it if I need to.
Good. Attributing faith in inanimate objects. Why not?
You mentioned your son.
That was a very strange way to say inanimate.
Can you tell me more about him?
Graham? Why would you care? He has nothing to do with this.
How do you know? You haven't spoken to
Sure
him.
about that.
Of course. Graham is too honest. And since the end of the war, he turned into a real bleeding heart. It's become a bit of a headache, actually.
Has it?
Of course, we've had our differences, especially about the family business, but he would never hurt a fly, let alone me.
Could you get someone else to do it?
Goodbye.
Okay, so we've learned a few things. We need to look at Brutus's hideout. Doesn't look like a Brutus, does he? Gotta be careful about that. He might stab us in the back. He's never going to change after he regains power over his family. He'll continue as he always has. Murder will just be the start. Or a brush with death could make him more compassionate, make him see how precious life is. What do we think? I mean, maybe that brush with death does make him more compassionate. Or maybe, once he's killed it. We're trying to play this, I guess, in a way where we don't need to kill a load of people. And so... And I'm not looking forward to the fight that'll ensue if we do that. And he's just an old man. He won't last much longer anyway. Let's go with that. We'll give him a second chance. I'm far too trusting by a long way. But we'll give him a second chance. But we haven't decided... Right, we haven't decided fully yet. Let's see if there's anything to look at in here while we're around. Yeah, great wheelchairs. Who's that?
How you doing, handsome?
Not bad. Could be worse.
I'd have broken all your bones, fella, if Papa Brute hadn't put you off limits.
Why would you have done that? I didn't do
Just
anything.
calm down. No need for violence.
I haven't even... What? I wasn't even angry. No need for violence. You work for a crime boss, and you're worried about violence? Okay, why not? Very odd. So what have we got here? A hole in the floor. Is there anything worthwhile to look at in this building? There's a crate there. Can it open? No. Of course not. Oh, it's a nice squelchy floor. Covered in seaweed. They don't even clean their house. What's this door take me to? The same room that we were just in. What was going on about? Some stairs going down. Let's see, is there really nothing here that we can touch or pick up? Just, as I say, squelchy floors. Doesn't look like it, does it? Does that show us anything different? Maybe there's some stuff downstairs. Yeah, just jump down the last couple of steps, that's fine. It's not steps actually, it's a boat. Okay. Got some guys with guns.
What gives?
I don't know. What gives?
Yeah, top marks for quantity, but so much for quality. Even my gear's in better shape.
Oh, some
A
poor
little
quality
blackmail,
weapons.
A little larceny, a worthwhile scrap or two, just like the old days.
Why not? If that's what you like. Oh, there we go. Got some alcohol and some coiled springs. Are there 2 stairwells? And more importantly, which stairway gets us outside? Oh, we've got a stain on the wall.
Can't imagine it ended well for whoever lost all this blood.
I mean, if somebody lost all that blood, you're probably right. It
This
probably
stain's
didn't end
almost
well.
gone.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
I've noticed that. I think that's the exit. We don't want to leave just yet. There's obviously some things around we can have. Some gunpowder shell casings and a couple of pistol rounds. There was more stairs going down. I think the door back there was the way out. But I do want to see what's down here. Down in the basement. What's that? Oh, I saw some stuff moving, but it's alright. It's not anything that's going to attack us. Are they like weird beavers? Skunks, maybe? A weird ringing noise when we walked over there. Oh, that would be because there's a dead guy on the floor. What is this? Not entirely sure, but maybe it's got some stories to tell. It does.
We gotta dump this garbage. Papa Brute will be here any minute.
Who's that? Anything around we can do now that we've seen that? What's over here? Coffins, lovely. They don't have bodies in them, they have gunpowder. Surprised actually that those are fish hanging up there. I thought maybe we'd just see corpses hanging up there because of all the crime, you know. Some cordite and some gunpowder, okay. Actually making either weapons or at least ammunition down here. Doesn't appear like there's anything. I wonder what that was all about. Doesn't seem to tie into anything else. Let me just go back. I just want to look at that again. I just want to look at it again. Just.
We gotta
So
dump
he
this
shot her.
garbage. Papa Brute will be here any minute.
Who is that? Which one of those guys that was up there is that? Why have I completely missed the stairs? Not that guy. And it's not that guy because he wasn't dressed like that. They can wear other clothes, I'm aware, but I don't think it was them. That was weird. And no, it's not him either. I don't know what I think I'm going to do about it. You know, it's not like I'm going to confront them and say, "Hey, you shot some woman in the basement." And he's going to go, "Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was me. Never mind." I think it was him.
I'd have broken all your bones, fella, if Papa Brute hadn't put you off limits.
Why? I didn't do anything to you. These people are just too angry. They really need to deal with their
This stain's almost gone.
Blood pressure issues there, you know? Actually, no, let's... Out of interest... Off you go then. Out of interest, I do want to speak to their boss about it. See if he ever found out about it.
Funny thing, I found a dead woman in your basement. Now, I don't suppose you had your...
Well, based on what he said, I don't know if he knew that she was there.
You're scaring Mary. Look, she didn't die by my order, kid. Take my word for it.
Oh, that's good to know.
You've already been severely punished. Look, I have my shortcomings, but I don't hurt women or kids.
Good, I guess. That's all I needed to know. And I think that's all we needed to find. In there. Because I don't think there was anything else. There was nothing in any of these rooms. That room was empty. No cabinets or doors we can open. Nothing else by the window. Hole in the ground. We can drop down there to the next floor. Oh, maybe a little overzealous there. But there's not anything here, so we can probably just leave. One more quick look in the basement again. Just because normally the thing will tell you that the area is cleared, and it hasn't. Which makes me think there's something else I haven't found. But what? It's not the yucky fish. Just doesn't... Okay, probably doesn't matter. Upstairs we go. Let's get out of here. Let's go to the crematorium. I'll get him away. Not sure what that guy's doing there, to be honest. So where did we end up? So, wait. We went all the way over there. And then from that alleyway, somehow we got all the way over there. That's unlikely. Well, I suppose they just wanted to meet there, though, didn't they? Well, we don't need to deal with that anymore. Okay, so crematorium tag. So the crematorium. Oh, that's not right. Where does that say? Reed Heights. Crematorium, Southern Reed Heights, corner of Wayne Road and Phillips Street. Huracan Road, they've got Lamborghinis here. Wayne Road and Phillips Street. That's in the water. Unless that's it. Well, it has to be, doesn't it? It has to be that area somewhere. Is the crematorium somewhere we can go, or is it going to be like full of monsters? Well, let's see. Where do we need to get there? That's quite a long walk. But we could just go here. I'll get us closer, and then it's a bit much easier to actually get back to where we needed to go. What was that guy doing? What are you doing? Are you presenting me these items? Praying to some... The end is nigh. Raging waters will swallow the earth. There's one of those weird things. I thought it was a kind of cat prawn type mix thing, but actually it looks like some kind of prawn-like creature that skinned a cat and stuck it on its back. Just looks horrible. Not nice. So, up we go to Reed Heights, specifically to the university area. Very strange. So let's see what we find at the old crematorium. Which is there. So get on that boat. Hang a right. I think. Or do I actually? That looks like a cemetery. Yeah, it is. It's flooded. It was on the corner. But you know, I don't know if there's any way we're going to be able to get... Oh, no, look, there's a place to get off the boat over here. And there's a guy there, so obviously it's not, like, infested or anything. Maybe it is, who knows. It's one of those guys with his hat glued to his head again. Okay. Can't get it off, no? Fair enough. I guess this building that I was looking at must be the crematorium, because it was the only proper looking building on that map. Oakmont Crematorium. Okay, in we go. Now what are we going to find in here? Let's investigate it floor by floor. Well, depending how far we're actually allowed to go into the place. Just one large room to receive people in there. Let's look around for any items we might find. A lot of coffins. Oh, we've got Orly Ludo. Come on, dude. Fuck it, man. Let's go bowling. Uh-huh. Shut up, Donnie. Wonder who's in there. We can't smash their coffin, that's a shame. The office is on floor 2. That was that door that we couldn't go through, I guess. The funeral hall's on floor 1, which is where we are, and then there's the morgue and the crematorium. I guess we're going down to the basement then. Is there really nothing here? I guess not. Let's go downstairs. What's happening here? We've got a diary or journal registry. James Warren on duty. 7 unidentified corpses. J. Huss, S. Cole, V. Black, and Jack White to be cremated urgently. He's still alive. Oh, wait, okay. Robert Taylor on duty. Warren on sick leave since last week. Listed deceased. 16 unidentified corpses. Cremated. M. Jane. Cremated. Okay. Well, it is a crematorium, so I mean, it was obvious that they were all going to be cremated. Does he need to tell them what happened to them? Someone's shushing me from over there. Oh. See what we can steal from the crematorium. Gunpowder, springs, and shell casings. Luckily we can't, why are all these drawers just left open and broken and... not in the best condition, this place. Still, I think we probably found everything we could there. Did we? Oh no, what's that? The keys. Okay. Oh, we've got a note. I locked up and left early today. The keys are on the table. This morning I heard wild beasts and near the cemetery. Be careful. What so? Did we think they're downstairs? Or can they get in here? What was that?
Ugh, what a stench.
Some sort of horrible pool of yellow gunk. So we could get attacked down here. Maybe. Is that the furnace? No? What's going on? What was that noise? There's a door we have to bust in through there, look. What do we have? Some coffins. If only that one had anything in it we could actually get. What else is here? What's that? Some sort of...
Whoever held this poker has got to be covered in slime.
So, whoever held the poker is covered in slime. That doesn't look like a poker, that's more like a shovel. But, okay. So let's get through this lock. Apparently we can't do that. We can, we just missed it the first time. Okay, what do we have here?
Someone tried to wash the stain out, but it's still slimy. Ugh, it stinks.
Certainly does. Well, I don't think that stinks, because we're not playing in smell-o-vision, unfortunately. Of course we're not.
Ugh, it reeks to high heaven. What is this stuff?
I think it's slime. I'm pretty sure they said it was slime. What else is here? Okay, so we got that. There's nothing else in here, though. I feel like I've just come in here for no reason. Like there's nothing here. Can we open any doors or drawers or...
Someone tried to wash the
brush?
stain out, but it's still slimy.
Anything new here, maybe?
It stinks.
No. We cleared that. What was the point? There's just nothing here. But where does that go? That stain goes there. And into that corner. But we already did that poker thing. What they called a poker anyway. There must be something else in here, surely. I'll be back in just one moment. Okay. So, is there anything else in here? Looks like the answer to that is no. There's nothing else we can open. For access. What was the point of coming in here? There is absolutely nothing to be found. There's nothing for me to look at, nothing for me to pick up. Anywhere else we can go? What is this thing anyway? It's an elevator, I guess, to take the bodies down. There has to be something here. What's that noise? It'd be kind of pointless to send me all the way down there and then do absolutely nothing. Can we not look at... Can I look at the brush?
Tried to wash the stain out, but it's still slimy.
I'm assuming a scrubbing brush there.
It stinks.
There's nothing here. One of those wild goose chases.
Ah, it reeks to high heaven. What is this stuff?
Is there anything else in the rest of the place? I mean, it says, it's not told me that we've found everything yet. Which means there's obviously something that we've to find somewhere in this building. But there isn't. Back upstairs and just take a quick look again. Can't hurt to take another look to be thorough. But so far, I ain't seeing anything. That's obviously the elevator that takes you down to the crematorium from the morgue. What was that noise? Go back upstairs. Take a quick look around in here just to see if there's anything here, but if not, there must be something. There has to be something downstairs. I mean, otherwise, what's the point? Can't go upstairs into the offices. So they're close to us. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing here. There has to be something else downstairs. So it's not telling me that I've completed my investigation of this floor. And what was the point of locking up a room with nothing in it? Can we open any of these? No. Usually when you go into those locked rooms, there's actually something to find. Anything like...
And judging by the dried blood and the dent on this shovel, it was used as a weapon.
Was it? Oh no, that's interesting. Oh. We've walked into a scene. So yeah, someone got smacked in the back of the head with a... what they're calling a poker.
What by the Engels is going on? Where am I?
Okay, this person woke up. That person woke up. And I guess it's hit this person on the back of the head as they came out. There's more points to look at.
I need to get out of here before he comes round.
So I guess he smacked the guy and ran away. Any other parts to this? Yeah, there's one.
Another one for you. Burn him first chance you get. It's urgent.
Let's get a handle on what actually
Well,
happened.
that has to be when they brought that guy in. Burn him first chance you get, and then he's trying to escape. That was Brutus trying to escape, obviously. So that's the first
Another one for
part.
you. Burn him first
Burn
chance
him
you
as soon
get.
as you
It's
can.
urgent.
And then obviously they bring him down here into the crematorium. And the first step after that's going to be obviously he woke up,
What
wondering
by
where the hell he
Engels is
was.
going on? Where am I?
Where is he? He doesn't know. He comes out here, he finds the poker, and he smashes that guy in the back of the head so that he can escape. Then he gets here and he says, I better get out of here.
I need to get out of here before he comes round.
Brutus was brought
Yeah, there we
in by
go.
some group who had to deal with the crematorium worker. So, Brutus woke up, knocked the guy out cold, and escaped.
Knocked him out cold and escaped. Let's have a look at our Mind Palace information to see if there's... I still find it funny to use the word. Okay, I need to talk to James Warren, the man who was on shift when Brutus woke up in the crematorium. He's suffering from a head injury and requires urgent treatment. He got smashed in the back of the head. With a poker. Well, I think we've done everything we can. So I think we have to go to the hospital, don't we? We have to go to the hospital and find out what happened to the guy. If he's got a head injury, then presumably he went to the hospital. Unless he didn't want anyone to know about it. So let's get out of here, back to the boat. Down this hill. We don't need to go into the cemetery. Is the boat still there? Good. Turn right round and go back the way we came. So the hospital is all the way over there. No, that's the asylum, sorry. All the way over here, right next to a fast travel point. So you know what we're going to do, because that's a long way. I'm going to go through the cemetery gates. Unless like Pantera start playing something. Off we go. So yeah, let's travel to the hospital and we will see just what happened with this guy that got smashed in the head. Caberside Central. Well, Fred was right about the smugglers, but we're not on that anymore, so why is it telling me about that? Ammo is scarce. Fleeing is often a better option. Yeah, we've found that out. We found that out. So yeah, time to go to the hospital. It's over here. We can look at their records and find out when the guy was admitted, when he came out. But if he's been smashed in the back of the head, he's probably not going to remember a lot of anything. Afternoon. Might be the evening, actually. Let's go straight here. So, first what we need to do is choose the piece of evidence we're looking for. So there we are, locate James Warren. So subjects will be patients. Period's obviously after the flood, because it happened fairly recently. And smashed in the back of the head. Surgery. Okay, there we go. Male, 35, citizen. Place of work, crematorium. Diagnosis, head trauma, concussion. Hospitalised. Second floor of Oakmont St Mary's Hospital. Bed rest recommended. Let's go upstairs and see if we can find him. See if he can tell us anything. It's at level 2, didn't it? He's got a sore head. Is that him?
You're James Warren, right?
Yeah, that's me. What do you want? I'm sick, can't you see?
We could go.
Well, a sore head isn't necessarily something I can see.
I need to know who those people were.
What makes you think I'd know that?
Because you were there?
You were supposed to cremate a man listed as Jack White. He escaped.
There you go, Jack White.
He wants to know what's going on. So tell me.
Cremate him immediately.
You to burn a man alive.
How do you know about White?
I talked to him. I need names, Warren.
I can't. I say anything. I'm toast.
They'll certainly kill you if they find out Jack White is still alive. I can arrange that.
Well, wait, what? We don't know who they are, so...
No, I didn't ask their names.
They're priests.
But they ain't from St. Michael's
EOD
Church,
priests?
Sure. They were talking about the Lord of the Woods or something. Maybe from
Lord of the
old
Woods?
church?
Oh, I don't think that's Dagon.
I know, I swear.
Where are they?
This church.
I don't know. Some things in this Borg are best left alone.
Are they? Is that it?
Much, but thanks. Wasn't that hard after all, was it?
Is that it?
You got what you came for. Now leave me be.
Bye.
New Mind Palace clues available. So let's just see what we've got. It's just one clue, so we can't link it to anything or deduce anything from it. Okay. Well, that's going to be everything for tonight. Need to get some rest for an early start in the morning. So thank you very much for tuning in. For everybody that's tuned in throughout the evening. And I'll be back playing this again tomorrow because I intend to kind of play through the Sinking City to get to the end of it before I continue on with any of the other games. I found that doing things like one day a week and then doing different games each day kind of turns you away from playing the game. You know, you want to kind of enjoy the game, and if you're only playing it once a week, you don't get enough time to really enjoy this story. So, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to be back tomorrow with this, usually about the same time. Keep an eye on my Twitter page, twitter.com/supernautus. I'll announce when I'm going live then. It's usually about 10 PM UK time, though, so there or thereabouts. If you want to see any of my older streams, the earlier parts of Sinking City and all the rest of it, on YouTube you can search for Supernautus Streams. And they're all my previous videos, not just of this game, but of every other sort of game I've recorded, either offline or on stream. And if you enjoy those, please feel free to click like, maybe add a subscription if you want, and a notification if you want to be notified when any of my other videos go up to watch. But for now, thanks very much for tuning in, and I will see you all again tomorrow. For now, though, good night.